It's the Lonely Island and Seth Meyers podcast. Yeah.
Hey guys, let's just jump right into it because I'm very excited. Can I tell you why I'm excited?
Why?
Please.
Well, we're going to talk about a couple things that got cut, my Secret Weapon and Mugless. But then I went back and visited this episode. This maybe is one of my favorite episodes we ever did on the show.
Because those things got cut?
Well, those things were correctly cut, having gone back and watched the entirety of the episode.
It's a very good episode.
It's a very good episode. It made my heart warm. And there was a lot of people from and Golden Era came back to visit. It was a real trip down memory lane that I loved a great deal. But I also, of course, need to open with a little housekeeping. First, how's everybody's job level?
Speak of the devil.
Oh my God. Yorm,
Thank
this is
you.
the first job we've ever seen served on camera.
Is served on camera. This guy's not mugless today. He's got a fresh mug.
Yorm, did you have your assistant waiting outside the room to bring you a job?
This is Emma at Company 3, who's a lovely, lovely person. And she was like,
I
I'm
love
not going
that she thinks you just called her the devil.
Speak of the devil. Yeah, she doesn't know why you were talking about her. She doesn't know you were talking about the
You guys are
coffee.
talking about me?
Yeah.
She was like, am I going to interrupt? And I was like, nope, you're not going to
You're
interrupt.
like, there is a woman that works here named Emma. You guys have got to meet her. You're going to love her.
She's the devil, literally.
Here she is. It's Emma.
She was like, oh, I guess fuck you. Just brought you a coffee.
She's fucking up all my color correction all day.
You remember when we were talking about how I got free job at Company 3, guys? You just saw it live in action.
And then what are you drinking, Andy?
Coconut water.
Oh, coconut water.
Smarter
Because you
man.
look dead to the world, Andy.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a grindy week.
Hey, Andy, I have something to read you.
Okay.
This was a comment that I will say resonated with me.
Okay.
Somebody said, after listening to Andy on Amy Poehler's Good Hang podcast,
Oh, yeah.
seeming so light and breezy, it's clear he def hates doing this one.
I've never made any bones about it.
I think it was just hard for me to hear you like just freewheeling on somebody else's podcast.
He doesn't like scheduling this one. That's the only thing.
Yeah, that's
he
true.
fucking hates scheduling this
But he had to get in a car for that one. He had to like drive to go do that podcast. And it's like the happiest I've seen him in years.
I mean, I got to hang out with Amy, though.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess at the end of the day, we can be.
She's a better person than us.
Yeah, she's a better person. Somebody sent me a photo. They were watching Rescue Rangers on a plane. And they basically said, I think you guys have to maybe reach out to Air France because Keeve, I don't need to tell you, you directed that movie. You were listed in the credits as a Vika Schaffer, not a Kiva.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a
This is Air
burn.
France?
I think it was Air France. I'll send you the picture, but I will say, I think Avika should be our fun name for like when you get all mad about stuff. Like you went full Avika about balcony
Oh,
songs.
here comes
That's fair.
Avika.
You're like, uh-oh.
Well, that's-
looks like Avika's
I've
here.
I've been called that to my face before. Either Avika or Akira.
Akira, yeah.
Oh,
I
wow.
get both of those.
Akira's cool. Wait, Avika, though, is that your name in French, though? You know what I mean? Like, is that how you
Yeah.
pronounce it? I mean, maybe you switch the vowels.
Switch the consonants. Yeah. Yeah, answer that, Seth. Is that how they say it in French?
Yeah, probably. Oh, yeah. You know what? Before we like unload on Air France, let's double check that it's not how you say Kiva in French.
Before Yorm does his signature goddamn frogs rant.
Oh, yeah.
Frog fries, more like.
A lot of people were very happy that we cleared something up for them. Many people for years now, over a decade, have thought the line in Mother Lover was not pushing that lady. One person thought it was pushing that ladle. Thought you guys called your dicks ladles.
Oh, my God. Somehow way worse.
By the way, the other one's grosser, and now I don't even want to tell you the other one.
Tell it.
Pushing that laby, which they thought was short for labia.
Oh. They heard the word lady and jumped to
They jumped to a nickname for labia that no one's ever used.
Pushing that labia is like when you're first trying to figure out how it works. Like, shouldn't it be passed?
Is that what that is? Maybe
It's like
that's what that is.
It's like if your dad's good at the birds and bee talks, it's what he tells you not to do.
Don't just like push on the labia. Like, what the fuck word did you just say?
You know what I'm talking about.
Trust me, I'm assuming it's what the kids call it. Hey, real quick, Andy, how'd you do today?
I got Queen Bee today. I got it yesterday. Both times clean.
Yeah.
Seth, you knew that, and I want to just thank you for bringing it up.
Yeah, I want to bring it up.
Fucking hell. Good job.
That's a real friend.
I got there with hints. Last word I got.
Oh, he just wanted to bring it up
No,
so he
no.
could talk about his own.
No,
Yeah.
because he didn't get it clean, and he knows
I didn't
there's
get it
shame in
clean.
that.
Look, I'm a dirtbag next to Andy, but peafowl was the last word I got today,
Yeah, I got peafowl.
which was the pangram, or if you're the panagramo.
Panagram.
Thank you for translating.
Mike sure texted me today about peafowl, also furious about peafowl. And I was like, what are you guys talking about? That's a common bee pangram.
Here's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
I think there should be a word for when you're just trying words that you know aren't words.
Uh-huh.
Because I for real tried pea. Before I tried peafowl, I tried pea wolf.
Oh, I
And
definitely
I
tried
fucking
pea-wolf.
know pea wolf is not a word.
I definitely tried wolf pea because we have coyotes and you have to put wolf pea on your property to scare them away.
Right.
So
I
that's a
thought it
real
might
thing.
be one word.
Yeah, who knows?
Peafowl is Peafowl, Keeve.
And is that a real thing, or does that have to do with how the bee works?
That's a
I've
real
never tried
word,
the bee.
and it turns up in the
It
bee
is.
a lot. Yeah.
Got it.
Seth, do you remember what I told you the last word I got yesterday was, though?
Yeah, penile.
I mean, such joy when I realized.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm one word away. Oh, it's penile!
It's like a perfect you thing. A perfect Andy day.
I feel like if the bee knew it was you doing it, it would have been like, ahem.
Akiva, you just accidentally made fireworks go off all around you.
Yeah, I saw that. That was awesome. It was because I was getting an Ethernet cord plugged in because my Wi-Fi kept cutting out, and I kept missing what you guys were saying.
But it looked like
now
the
I'm-
fireworks
now I'm-
went off as soon as Andy told you his last word was penile.
Which is how it felt
Like that
inside.
you were
I'm
celebrating.
celebrating
on that.
over here. I'm
Yeah,
celebrating.
definitely how it felt in my heart.
Hey, many people pointed out Susan Sarandon played your mom again, Andy, and that's my boy.
That's right. And that was not lost on us at the time.
Yeah, very cool.
I'm not sure if it had to do with the choice being made, but I don't think that it was unknown, you know?
I just like that your career has 2 times led you to playing the son of Susan Sarandon.
Yeah, I mean, the resemblance is uncanny.
Uncanny.
Now, Yorm, you're friends with Susan Sarandon's son, right? A little bit.
I'm pals with Jack. Yeah.
I wonder if he's mad at Andy, kind of the way that we all know that Cueto's so pissed off at Miles Teller.
Yeah, I was
Right.
going to get a voice note from Jack and see if he was upset. Also, speaking of That's My Boy, I had dinner last night with Milo Ventimiglia, our joint friend, and he says hi to all you guys.
Sweetie pie. Hi, Milo.
Hi, Milo. Rob Klein reached out with an important detail about the Pale and Farty website that you guys built.
Yeah, that's right.
What?
That the only thing that you had on it was a button. There was a button not to order soup, but just to donate $50. That was the only button.
I don't remember that. That's a good detail.
Wait, I have something for speaking of this. So I have not pre-listened to this, but my brother remembered something about the website or something, and he just sent me
Oh,
this.
great.
Oh, yeah, hit us.
More Pale and Farty talk.
Hit us in the tittus.
All right, let's see what he did.
Is that something? I just thought of it.
Very good. Hit us in the tittus.
I think it's pretty good.
So this is my brother, Micah.
Hey guys, so pretty much the only thing any of you ever mentioned to me about Higgins was that he had called Hale and Hardy Pale and Farty. So ever since then, that's been the main thing I associate him with, whether like it was a few times I saw him at an after party or years later seeing him on Fallon, I'm just like, oh yeah, that's the Pale and Farty guy. I have no memory of making the website. I couldn't find a copy of it, but I did find a series of increasingly urgent and apologetic emails from Yorma. This one was sent
Oh, he's
on a
going to read the
Thursday
email.
night. This is April 12th, 2007. He says, can you put this graphic up as a button in the center of the homepage of Pale and Farty? Also, can you buy another site called, and I'm not going to repeat the domain name because it's objectionable, but he says, and put that underneath the donate now graphic under the word links. I know this is getting annoying, but it would be freaking sweet if you could at least put up the graphic now. Parentheses. I understand the other stuff might take too long. Please, Micah, I'll be your bro forever, Norm. And then it's a forwarded message from Tara Donnelly at SNL. The subject, donate graphic, and some images of a giant donate now
I
button.
got Tara to get involved.
Which I
Jesus
apparently
Christ.
did, minus the objectionable domain name. And yeah, that's what I know about it. Anyway, judging from when these were sent, I was definitely at work, as were all of you. And it doesn't seem like it was worth it. not that funny to me. I mean, I guess for all trust, it was funny at the time. But yeah, seemed like a lot of work. Cool, guys. Later.
Oh my God. Wow.
I love that that was just said, and we haven't even gotten a mugless yet.
Yeah.
That was how important it was to me because clock was ticking.
This is a Yorm episode.
It's a real Yorm
well
episode.
because Higgins was going to leave the room. That was why it was so pressing because the joke needed to happen while he was there.
It's not funny if it's the next day. It's funny that it happens in an impossibly short amount of time.
Yeah.
It's like a magician.
Like he made the joke, and then while he's in the room, the joke happened unbeknownst to him.
And our hands are all visible. There's nothing up our sleeve. We didn't leave the room, you know?
It's very impressive.
Couple things. One, I feel like that's Higgins wished on a monkey paw to be forever remembered for his comedy.
That's pretty great.
And the only thing Micah remembered about him was that. And then Tara Donnelly, who still does graphics for SNL, still does graphics for Late Night with Seth Meyers. I email her all the time, and almost always the first line is, "I'm so sorry to be asking this."
Can I tell you the worst thing I ever asked Tara to do, and she actually helped me with, was that when MacGruber was coming out, we decided to release a series of photographs of MacGruber naked with a tiny, tiny wiener on him. And
I remember that. It's awesome.
And so while it was happening, I was like hitting up friends of mine to see if they would take pictures of their child's penis.
Oh my God, you can't do that.
Babies. We can cut this out if it's too.
So no, it's good. But so
this is live.
So anytime
baby.
someone like Micah pulls up an email from you from 2007 and you realize that stuff never goes away, are you always like, oh no?
Oh no. I know. I have no shame, guys. Clearly not. But anyway, took a picture of his kid's dick and photoshopped it onto MacGruber.
Oh, well, he might not want that.
He might not love this as
Just
much.
beep that part. You can leave it and then just beep that part where I reveal who it is.
A lot of people said, "My life is a nightmare." We also have chicken McNuggets. Should be on a T-shirt. Agreed.
We all have. That line is the line that stuck with me all these years. It's so fucking funny.
Another person wrote in, "For the rest of my life, instead of saying it ain't over until the fat lady sings, I will now and forever say it ain't over until Arnold Schwarzenegger says later, Quades." Sure. I feel like this is a little wordy, but I love the sentiment. We talked about how sometimes you get jammed up. If somebody says, obviously, Quaid Army, we all know to say righteous kill. But what happens when someone says Quaid Army, righteous kill to you? I think that happened to you, Andy. You didn't know what to do.
Correct.
How to react.
Run away.
Yeah.
So
just run away.
A couple members of the Quaid Army suggested maybe if somebody says both, your response could be "excuse I."
Like as a question or an exclamation?
I think maybe two hands together and a bow, like "excuse I."
Oh.
Almost like,
Almost like ancestors protect me, like level.
The other option somebody threw out there was "me likey dad."
Oh, me likey dad.
You could say,
Oh, that's good. That's
I mean,
good.
these are all great suggestions, but I'm going to just get out in front of it and be like, can it just be Quaid Army and we say righteous kill? 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm not going to remember all these on the spot.
yeah, okay. So ideally, just don't double up on us, everybody.
If you want to say both, that's fine. And I can go, oh.
But in general, also, I don't want to bury what Andy, again, he only seeded this a few minutes ago, but I think "hit us in the tittus" does have a future.
Oh, yeah. When we're about to watch something, at least just on this podcast, we can be like, all right, hit us in the tittus, Seth.
That also sounds like it could be weigh in on the comments. Could be hit us in the tittus.
Oh, way better. Yorm, great idea.
Thank you.
Oh, someone else also said that I'm always like, we're going to throw that in the show notes, and it's never in the show notes. That's on me. I kind of just assume someone's doing that. I do want to clarify. I never follow up.
No.
I fully never follow up. I just assume.
Someone's taking notes and making sure.
I kind of thought there was some sort of
Nobody here.
AI robot who was listening to the pod and just doing most of what I said.
It's just an echo.
God damn it.
Guys, I really enjoyed the rest of the pod as a listener last week, by the way. Great job.
I'm glad.
Well, yeah, that was something we should probably get to before we get into the app, right?
Oh yeah, is there anything Mother Lover wise that you were listening to and thought you needed to add?
No, I really did remember it being a surprisingly stress-free week after we cracked the song in a weird way. Like the victory lap feeling of like confidence that we were making something good and that things were coming to it easily, like Patty and Susan Sarandon and it was kind of bizarre in that way. And I was remembering that when you guys were talking about like feeling good. Like, was it springtime outside? So was the weather nice?
Yeah,
There was
it was.
something about being outside and a shooting and me feeling like, there's photos. I'm pretty sure this is the thing that Matt Yonks made a video of me called Happy Keeve and texted it to us. And it's a behind the scenes video. God, hold on. I'm going to just see if I can find it on my thing.
Just under the Brooklyn Bridge, like grooving in the sunlight.
It's me at the monitor with a shit-eating grin, like live while you guys are performing, and you just see like joy in my eyes. And it was remarkable enough for him to make a video about it.
Can you guys go into the memory bank and remember what you were going to do this coming summer? Did you all know? Because I think that sometimes helps with the mood.
Were we doing album number 2?
Because I bet if you're going off to do album stuff, you're probably in a better mood than trying to pull a movie together.
We might have been.
Well, yes, definitely that.
And so you knew you were going back to a house that had been rad. Like, this is probably as high flying as you could be at the end of a season.
It's also, there's something about New York in the springtime, and, you're making a short film about fucking moms that, I think it just makes you happy.
This is miraculous, but I just searched Happy Keeve and found it in my photos. So I get to play you this.
I feel like that's also a bad sign, Keeve, that like this is so rare that he was like, oh, I got to capture this. And that also that you found it so quickly.
Yeah. He searched Happy Keeve in his email. There was literally one
It's the only
thing.
time it has ever.
Well, that's not every day you get an email called Happy Keeve. Look at happykeeve.mp4.
I send it to you a lot, but only because I'm vengeful. Like, after I'm successful in something, I always send you a thing being like, Happy Keeve.
Yeah, I stepped in gum this morning, Happy Keeve.
You said I couldn't do it.
I'm wishing you the worst constantly. All right, here you go. I'm like singing along.
So rad.
Who took it? It must have been Rachel Wynn, right? It also tells you that somebody else saw you and was like, I gotta capture this Haley's comment.
Look at him. He's just loving it.
You're like, this is going to work.
Just a happy dude.
That's because when you know something's going to work, Keeve, that is what makes you the happiest.
Yeah, and I'm just staring at it. I'm seeing the video happen. And I'm saying the words subconsciously. Oh, I catch the camera.
This is a dream. We can put this in the YouTube one at least, right?
Yeah, it's really adorable.
Yeah, it seems fine.
Put it in the show notes.
Does it pan over? Are we going to see them? There they are. There you guys are.
Put it in the show notes. Hit us in the tit.
Oh, yeah. Hit us in the titties.
Hit us in the titties. I love seeing my little legs dangling off the side.
Yeah, how awkward it is.
It is funny. I kind of assumed you were standing, but you are your little knees are on the back of the chaise lounge.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they wonder why we have back pain, guys. You sacrifice for your art.
You
Sacrifice.
Yeah, you keep saying, this is my Chaka moment.
I did keep saying that.
Where's my cortisone shot? Put one in my butt. Oh, here's something else I remember from that setup in that moment. So we're on your stage, as you guys mentioned. Lorne visited. And I think it's the only time he ever visited a digital short that we were shooting the entire time.
Is that right?
Well,
Yeah.
except for the 100th that, when we...
Oh,
Well,
right.
the 100th, yeah, because we put them in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's always very... Or Laser Cats, I guess.
But that's a real, I say this with love. Lauren does not come by to make sure everything's going okay. Lauren comes by because he can feel the heat.
That's what I
You
mean.
want to be near that heat.
That's what he and Susan Sarandon and Patricia Clarkson are there, and they're in the building. We're just on the 8th floor. It's not that hard to find us. But still, he came into our set while we were shooting, and it was memorable.
Yeah.
Did I tell you guys that when Lauren was on set for MacGruber and Will is air humping a ghost and is just humping into like nothing, I've never seen Lauren laugh so fucking hard. And we kept making Will do it because we all thought it was so funny. But he was like, "This really hurts, guys. Can I stop this?" And we were like, "No, just keep
Makes it way
going."
funnier.
And Lauren was laughing so hard.
Lauren laughed almost as hard as when that guy broke his femur on Hot Rod. That's what I was gonna say. What was yours, Seth?
I was going to say he laughed so hard he coughed up last month's edamame.
We both had zingers.
We both had-
And sometimes zingers overlap, and that's something you have to understand.
You gotta say it again.
Yeah, then you've got to give up. And then good friends let somebody else's zingers go first.
Good friends, don't let good friends drive drunk without saying their zingers before they drive.
All right, so we got a couple things. I want to start with my secret weapon.
Wait, Keeve, do you have anything else you want to say about Mother Lover?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Andy.
Sorry, Seth. No, Seth, I'm sorry.
I don't. I thought you guys covered it very well. I remembered the after party. I remembered everything. You took me right down memory lane, and I'm very proud of it. And I like that you guys didn't talk shit about it. You know, you owned a win, a rare win, and you owned it.
Oh, I have a question for you, Keeve.
Yeah.
Do you remember that when we all voted for the 64 finalist shorts, we all voted for I Ran So Far? Because Andy thinks that
honestly, when you were talking about it, if you had quizzed me, I would have thought the final two was Jack Sparrow and Mother Lover. And so that's how much I don't remember.
Okay, this guy's got a bad memory.
And then I would have thought we voted for Jack Sparrow.
This guy's not even a part of the conversation. I mean, he can't even be included in the conversation.
But I do think Jack Sparrow might be the best one.
Yeah.
Oh.
I also might think that, yes.
Seth, in the grid or whatever you call it, was Jack Sparrow against Mother Lover, and that's why it didn't make it into the final two? Because in my mind, those should be the two battling for supremacy.
It was definitely a 1 seed. I remember the 4 1 seeds were Mother Lover, Dick in a Box, Jack Sparrow, maybe Lazy Sunday. So I'll have to go back. Well, I'll be ready to answer that question next week.
Okay, great.
But it's a great question. Maybe when we get to the Jack Sparrow episode, I'll be ready to answer that question.
That's fair.
Sweet.
There maybe is a time, maybe when we finish getting through all the shorts, where we do it over again with people who listen.
Yeah, the Quades
I
can
think
do
our
it.
listener, I think the Quades revote. I think that's a great call.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting experiment.
Oh my God, Andy, I thought you meant that we were going to do all 100 shorts again.
Oh,
we were just going to start
That's a
from
great
the beginning
idea.
and do it again.
Shoot them again or podcast them all
Podcast
again?
again.
Podcast them all again.
Well, no, you shoot them all again so we can do 100
That's
more
how we
podcasts.
never have to stop this cast.
Well, that's the thing. The looming question on this whole podcast
Okay, Lazy
is...
Sunday. What do we remember?
It's what do you remember about the first podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're testing our memories.
What did I say?
I remember even less
And
now.
what did I say in that one? No, I don't think I said that. Just because.
Yorm will be so psyched
So
because
annoying.
all those stories Yorm has told 4 times, he gets to tell again.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. Okay, I can't wait.
Anyway, I got Queen Bee Clean. Seth, let's move on.
You quibbied.
I quibbied that bitch.
Support for the Lonely Island and Seth Meyers podcast comes from Airbnb. You know, guys, we talk a lot about Finland on this podcast, which we never thought would happen. But as my name is Jorma Takonen, almost, it makes sense. And one thing that you guys may not have realized is that I stayed at an Airbnb when I was in Finland, in Tampere. And one of the great things about that is that I felt like a native. So when I said things like moi moi or moi to people, they were like, that guy's definitely Finnish. Also, his name's Jorma. Anyway, it was great. There was a sauna in my place, killer, so I could feel the lula. And it's great when a place that is a workplace or a vacation place feels like home. And so if you're daydreaming about going to Finland or, somewhere in Norway or anywhere in the world, really, I mean, most places, you can get an Airbnb. It's great for family traditions. Vacations are how you bring people together, guys. And also, when I go back to Finland, I'll be probably staying at an Airbnb in Helsinki. And when I do that, I'll probably think to myself, what am I doing, man? I'm out here. What's my house doing just sitting there? It could have people in it right now. And it's also great to be able to create spaces for people, create that home environment for people to feel so they don't feel like a bunch of tourists in a city wherever you live. Anyway, it's extra income that can support more travel or life goals, whatever you want to do. Your home could be worth a lot more than you think. Find out how much more at airbnb.com/host.
Support comes from Factor. Summer's here, more sun, more light. In fact, so much sun, so much light. The other 3 guys, they busted out. I mean, I'm still doing the podcast. I can see them out the window right now, hitting their little beach ball around. Oh my God. Woo! Look at them. They're enjoying themselves so much out there.
Hit it to me.
And you keep
Hit it over here.
Here you go. Meanwhile, you know what? I don't want to be here stuck inside spending hours cooking for these 3, but I don't have to anymore. That's where Factor comes in. Factor's chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals are ready in just 2 minutes, taking the hassle out of eating well. And the thing is, they arrive fresh, ready to eat, perfect for any active lifestyle over summer and beyond. And guess how many menu options? 1. I'm kidding. 45 weekly menu options. You can pick gourmet meals that fit your summer gains and goals. Choose from options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, Keto, and more. We talked to them about adding Yorm's faves, but they did not care for it. Factor powers your day, sun up to sundown, nutritious breakfast, on-the-go lunches, premium dinners, guilt-free snacks, and desserts. Guys, I use this, and you should too, especially if you have 3 friends like I do. Their names are Andy, Keeve, and Jorma. Get started at factormeals.com/island50 off and use code ISLAND50 off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That's code ISLAND50OFF at factormeals.com/island50off for 50% off plus free shipping. Factormeals.com/island50off.
Before we dive into the Will Ferrell sketch, I just want to point out that this is a Yorm episode because Mugless and My Secret Weapon are Yorm specials, neither that the public got to see.
Yeah.
Both, at least I know we feel like the digital short should have aired, but maybe Mugless, I don't know, or maybe not at all.
God, I just rewatched Mugless. I can't wait to talk.
I'm telling you, I'm going to tell you this.
Yeah.
It might be top to bottom. It is all bangers. It's hard to argue.
Oh, when you look at what
the
did
digital
air.
short should have made it.
The rundown.
This show is exceptional.
Got it.
No, I don't mean that it should even have aired this show, but I did think it was good enough to just air in general.
It's called My Secret Weapon. And
Let's jump in.
My Secret Weapon starts with Will Ferrell, who introduces himself as Will the Money Ferrell. He's wearing a robe and he's talking about how he's very successful and people always say, what's his secret? And then it widens and there's a cage with sort of it's a paper mache, rabid kangaroo looking thing.
How long had you been working on that, not even knowing what we were going to do with it?
Okay. Well, do you guys remember that I had made it, like I was in the process of sort of making it for a while.
Yeah.
It was in our room, and I made it out of. I was making puppets. Let's go back a little bit. So we've had puppets in some of our other things before. Stork Patrol is early Lonely Island days. We made a giant stork puppet. I made that out of like chicken wire and bed sheets cut up into pieces to make like feathers and like a pole that goes through. And then we made a puppet of Sarah Chalk when we couldn't get her to be in this.
The Boo, the Channel 101
of the Boo, the Channel 101, the Boo episode. So I made it out of a FedEx box and made this like sort of puppet looking thing. So I love making puppets. I had wanted to do this idea for a really long time of this rabid kangaroo thing. So I made it out of a classic, like third grade style, big balloon, paper mache body. And it's calling it a kangaroo is really, it's like, it looks like a weird rat with big ears.
Until Will calls it a kangaroo, that would never occur to me.
No, like never. It doesn't even have a pouch. And it was like a tube that you would get a poster, like was its neck, I remember. And it has eyeballs. Like its eyeballs are light bulbs. So it like looks really bugged out and like sort of cracked out, psychotic looking. And then the noise it's making as soon as he whips off the thing is like, this is what I use, my secret weapon. Is this, which is so it's basically the Tasmanian devil kind of sound.
And it's you, right?
It's me just going, and I'm puppeteering it as well, and I'm banging it against the cage. And I remember, Keeve, we had a lot of fun making it. Like so the premise is that he well, go ahead, Seth, you tell it.
Before I get to the premise, did you build the puppet for the purpose of this short, or did you build the puppet and then come up with a short to fit the puppet?
Sort of both. I always sort of knew that I wanted it to be this psychotic kangaroo. I remember at one point, correct me if I'm wrong, both of you guys, but didn't Rolling Stone, early days of Lonely Island at SNL, come and take pictures in our room? And there was a double-page spread, I think in Rolling Stone.
Yeah.
And it's us dressed in like, almost like Beastie Boys style, like we're in like hazmat suits or so. Like, I don't know what, but I'm holding the kangaroo. But I can't find this, so I would love to see if anyone can track that down. But like, there's a picture of us, and the kangaroo's in it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, but yes, it was sort of both. I knew that I wanted to attack people, Seth, but I didn't. It wasn't a real idea for the short necessarily.
So Will basically says that how do you keep young actors from sort of supplanting you on top of the mountain? And then he has a board of photos of the cast, and he sort of circles Kenan Thompson and shows Kenan to the rabid kangaroo puppet. And then we just sort of follow the kangaroo as it basically goes to find Kenan. And you guys are you're sort of wild filming it in New York, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then a really fun song comes in that's just going bum 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 bum, and then the kangaroo just sort of goes through the bottom of frame because like I was obviously puppeteering and having to like crouch down Chaka style, and then he takes the subway. He like people sort of love seeing him because he's an adorable puppet thing. Yeah,
you see people enjoying it,
and then he finds Kenan in the hallway of SNL.
and he bites Keenan in the throat, and it's super bloody. He kills Keenan.
Yeah, then it gets really violent.
Was this the season finale?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, that's the real energy that I remember, Yorm, because we had nobody famous with us, just a puppet. The joy of it being sunny out again and us getting to just run around the city with a puppet goofing around.
And I think you were filming it, right?
Keeve, you like that sun. That's what we're learning today.
Yeah, I love that sun.
Dude, when the sun starts shining in New York City after the long winter, it truly changes and you're at the end of the season and you know that break is coming. It is genuinely a feeling I remember.
I mean, odds that we're all kind of hungover from the writers' party are high.
Yeah.
Yep. And let's not forget, you feel a lot better at the end of a good season and the end of a hot run of shows, which we were on.
Yep.
Yes.
And that makes a massive, it's not like, oh my God, end this nightmare. It's more like, oh my God, thank goodness we get to be happy about the last few things we did for the next 3 months.
Yeah, we had Like a Boss and Mother Lover in the last 3 episodes, so we were feeling pretty good.
Yeah. And the shows were great, and the hosts were great.
And Boat was right before it, right? We talked about that.
Yeah.
It was a really, really nice stretch for us.
Oh, you know what? What we didn't quite talk about that was one last Mother Lover thought was how cool it felt that we had made a whole album. We had been relying on that album, but not thinking of fresh ideas as much with Boat and Boss. And then all of a sudden, knowing we still had other songs from the album, had to come up with something brand new. And there was something kind of cool about being like, oh my God, we made something for the next album.
Yeah.
Like that we were like ahead, that we had come up with something fresh in the middle of promoting an album full of songs. I don't know. I remember feeling good about that.
Jeff found the picture. It's in the chat.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice
Holy
work.
shit.
Oh, yeah, there's the guy. Andy Samberg's Mind Squad.
Is that the Mind Squad one?
Mind Squad.
We always hated that title so much.
Oh, yeah.
You're holding, Andy's got a real bottle of Santana DVX from her album.
That's my favorite part.
The posters we've talked about the multiple times about people putting up posters that we did not ask for in our album, that we never found out who did it.
It's a good little
We
photo.
have a Breakfast of Tiffany's, an Amelie, and a Train Spotting poster.
And Scarface, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Scarface, though, is Yorm on purpose.
Well, obviously, we're going to throw that in the show notes for you guys to look at as well.
Yep.
We've got the MacGruber control room sign on our door. We've got Be Your Own Pet, which was ours. We've got Yorm's monkey painting, right, Yorm?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
A monkey with a crown.
Yeah, that Brian Burton gave
Some
me.
good stuff. We'll put this in the show notes. But hit us in the tittus on this photo.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, just to let you know, with the Mind Squad, whenever we would want to rip on Andy, that's what we would mention that.
I do kind of want to list this episode as the Seth Meyers and Andy Samberg Mind Squad podcast.
Yeah, it's definitely not a fun moment when like 2 of your childhood best friends get referred to as your Mind Squad.
Also, there's not,
Like,
I don't think people
this one doesn't feel good.
were people seeing Dick in a Box and going, who are the minds that came up with this? Was that the first question?
No, I know he's the face, but who are the minds?
But what controls the face?
Yes, he says the words, but who are the minds?
We need to know. Shit.
And it's not one, I'll tell you that. There must be a squad.
It must be an entire squad, which is, as we all know, 2 or more.
It's 2 men and a kangaroo puppet. That's not a kangaroo, it's a rat. No, it's a kangaroo. So again, like My Secret Weapon, the kangaroo finds Keenan, very bloody, bites him on the neck. Keenan dies, blood all over Andy, a couple other cast members, and then cut back to Ferrell as the bloody puppet returns and he gets a phone call telling him that Kenan Thompson has died, and he has to feign shock and say, another kangaroo attack? So I have a question, though.
Well, can I say my favorite part of this, which I had forgotten?
Say as much as you want.
It was really just that it ends with him crossing Keenan off the list. Scrape, and then Don Pardo's voice says, sorry, pal.
We can play this video, too. I mean, we have it right here.
Can we?
Let's take a look. Can I ask a question before we start?
Yeah.
So you kind of know what's going to happen because of how the kangaroo looks.
Right.
Right?
You mean like the audience does?
Well, yeah.
Well, you forget because the song is so charming, though. The song is really fun, right?
Okay.
Boom, boom. So you're having a good time.
This is a half-baked idea, but we thought it would pull through like Andy punching people on its like
Totally.
Analog joy.
There was a lot of analog joy.
Hi there. I'm Hollywood icon Will the Money Ferrell. You know, in the movie game, there are a lot of young bucks out there going after the same chunk of change. I used to get pretty pissed off thinking about some b-hole horning in on my future payday, but but not anymore. All thanks to what I got under this tarp.
Not tarp either.
It's some sort of diseased kangaroo I found in the dumpster. And the way it works is simple. First, I find some young dickhead starting to horn in on my turf. Today, Mr. Keenan Thompson. I make sure the kangaroo gets a good look at the jerk-off so there can be no slip-ups.
Oh my God.
And that's
The jerk-off.
when I open up the cage. Go, get out there.
So petty.
Go, get out there. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Oh, he's checking the subway maps. He's swiping his card. Just pleasantly riding a subway. Oh, yeah, seeing real faces looking at him. It's 30 Rock.
It's a good puppet. It's a good puppet.
Thank you. Good puppeteering, too.
So then Kel says to me, more like bad burger.
Oh, God, it's really bloody and violent.
Really good blood.
Nice work, you weird little freaky rat. Hello? What's that? Oh no, not another kangaroo attack. That's horrible.
Sorry, pal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get why it's in there.
Yeah. Yeah, but a lot of fun, though.
So, Andy, I can't believe you haven't shouted out who...
That it's Frisbee. It's basically Frisbee. Yeah. It occurred to me in the rewatch. I was like, oh, it's Frisbee.
That's why I don't like Frisbee.
This is the biopic about Frisbee. Who could die any day? We don't know.
I know, it's really... God damn it.
I saw that clip.
It's
I saw
the
the
best.
Polar clip. So Seth asked Polar in their pre-conversation that Polar does on her podcast where she talks to a friend of a friend and says, what would you want to ask my guest? Seth says, tell him Frisbee died and genuinely tell it.
Yeah.
And see what his reaction is. And his reaction is just joy. Just like, and then he immediately calls bullshit because it's too good to be true. Just a don't do that to me. I know.
So, it is really funny because Andy, this will surprise everyone to know, like, very image conscious. Like, there are times where it's like, hey, let's take that out of the pod. I don't want to be caught. And, like, you're just fully doubling down on, like, a dog that's definitely going to die. Likely in the next 6 months.
Yeah.
It's the best.
I don't know what to tell you. It's just a bad-looking dog.
We were saying that, like, Keeve, I feel like Amy's delivery was the funniest version.
Yeah.
But, like, she did go, like, oh, dude. Like, she started,
Yeah.
oh, dude. Oh, dude, did you
Yeah,
hear?
that sounds a little
I was like,
false.
yeah, a little false. But it was, I mean, I've watched it like 15 times. It makes me laugh so hard.
I'm very glad to have Andy reveal his dark side because Mugless, I've been thinking about it and when we've been talking about it.
Don't drag me into your thing.
Well, you were sort of involved. Andy.
One thing is like a fun jape between bros. The other is that of a sociopath.
No, it is not.
And by the way, the fact that you keep wanting to tell the full story.
I keep waiting for Andy to back off and go, it's fine, you love the dog. Like, when the dog does pass away, I keep expecting him to be like, that there's going to be some, I don't know, redemption at the end of this story. But then he just doubles and triples down.
Yeah.
I do not like the dog. That's just true.
And you like dogs.
I like them totally fine. There's dogs I love.
He was at my house, he tolerated the dog.
There's dogs that when they come up to me, I'm like, oh, and I give them little snuggers and give them little sneakies.
He sent a video of your dog humping his leg. Like,
Humping
this
my
is the
leg.
best dog. Oh, humping your leg.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that was so great. Keeve just looking at his computer while the orchestra is like composing music for Naked Gun and his dog's just fucking his chin.
Yeah, I just had toned it out, just tuned it out.
Keith, you probably have watched the entirety of the original Naked Gun more recently than me.
I would say so.
Do you feel like a 9.5-year-old dude could enjoy it? I know there's like some sexually
Yes,
suggestive stuff, but I feel like so many of the jokes are fun.
No, the suggestive stuff it's just the giant condoms.
Right.
It's the only thing where you could even get something explained.
That's in the first one? That's in number one?
Yes.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
And that's the only thing that you'd need explained. Like, why are they in these giant rubber suits? What are those?
Yeah.
That would be it. Because anything else like Nice Beaver, it would just
work on its flat level of a beaver comes down.
or just go over their head, and they wouldn't be like, "What's the double joke to this? Why were you laughing earlier than I was laughing?" What they won't know is like it's an entirely new genre to them.
Right.
Like, so the idea of even voiceover being like, I'm on a detective case and I had to do it is just all foreign.
Right. But there's stuff like, I'm like, almost everything that happens at the baseball stadium is going to crush with him. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
that's wonderful. Yeah.
Yes.
dance and umpire and
Yeah, getting attacked by a lion and someone's head falling off. I'll be curious to know. I've not shown it to my kids, but I'd be curious to see, because we certainly would have loved it at 9.5.
I think the condom thing is the biggest weird thing, but everything else I think
That's the only thing that someone might ask a question and you might have to have a bird.
I mean, I still don't get that joke. I still don't get it.
Yeah, because it's against God.
Yeah. Well, because the only thing my dad told me.
Using a rubber? Never that.
The only thing my dad told
That's
me.
Seth. Sorry, that was Seth's thing that he tells us when we're not recording.
Yeah, right.
And I was like, damn, really?
Yeah. All right.
He's
so
like, I got babies everywhere, bro.
I got them
I got
everywhere.
babies.
Why you think I'm doing so many podcasts?
I'm just like, damn, this is not your public persona.
No.
I got fucking kids everywhere,
Again, I don't know
bro.
exactly what that tone is, but it doesn't feel like you.
I am put here by God to make more me. That's what he says. And I'm like, damn.
Whenever you're on location traveling, Andy, remember I'm always like, say hi to my kids.
Yeah.
Wherever you are.
By the way, Seth blushed really hard. I was watching him blush for that last thing.
I was mostly just thinking like, oh my God, that would love that.
Have kids everywhere. Oh,
Because you love kids so much.
yeah.
Yeah. So Harry, Mugless.
Okay.
First of all, so Mugless, I think because it's called Mugless, we just talk about it more than maybe it deserves. But Mugless just always made us laugh as the title of a sketch.
Yeah.
Now, Yorm, you can talk about the sketch, or you can talk about how autobiographical it is.
No, I think we need to talk about like just how it came to be. So,
Sure.
so this is one of the few sketches that I like wrote just me solo at the show.
Yeah, a rare Taccone solo effort.
And so this came from when we were all living in
Tacolo.
Nice.
When we were all living in Los Angeles together, we
almost missed it. I just want to say, Andy, that was almost too late.
Almost missed it.
You got it.
Almost missed it. But I got there. Tacolo. It's a Tacolo.
A solo Tacolo.
Solo Tacolo.
Yeah.
Anyway, hit us in the titties. Tell us if you can think of a
Hit
better
us in
one.
the titties.
So we were temping. I think we've talked about temping before on this show. Me and Andy got a job for I think like 4 days working for a company called Pure Beauty, which I was surprised that no one who worked there ever thought if you say it fast, it sounds like puberty. And everyone was like, really? Oh, yeah. But we were working at Pure Beauty, and our job was to like cut things. I think we were supposed to like take one of those like paper slicers, and we were slicing paper. Like, and that was all I remember doing, Andy. I don't know if we did other things, but we were in this one little room together. There was this one woman who was in charge of us, and she was a really sweet little person, and she kept calling us her champion cutters. She was like, "Oh, how are my champion cutters doing?" And she was very sweet. She was kind of very mild mannered.
Champion cutters.
We were her champion cutters.
It's so condescending.
And at one point,
You guys, this is such a reminder that before you guys were like a hit, you were such losers.
Such losers. We were not worried about it, Seth. We weren't worried about it at all.
no, we were just excited that we got to work together all day long and like
We
talk shit.
literally
and,
were
like,
just like, how can we pay the rent and eat one burrito today so that we can shoot stuff and write stuff?
so we can go make music videos.
So she could have called you anything, is what you're saying.
No, truly.
Yeah. We were so dissociated from the experience of working. We were basically the Anoras of temp agencies.
We were the Anoras of champion cutters.
What we said we would do, we wanted the jobs where 2 or 3 of us could do it together, which we've covered before.
We would
but
take less paying jobs just so we could
She'd
work.
come in and we'd be like, we don't usually let people tell us to cut like this, but for you, you're special.
We'll be your champion cutters.
Bring us back next week.
I do hope she hears this episode because this is all new information. So I went to the break room at one point and I found this mug. It's kind of a classic mug. It has green and blue on it, and there's this little leaves on it. Like if you saw it, you'd be like, "Oh, I've seen that mug before," right? I liked it. It was kind of thick. It was good for like tea or coffee or whatever. And I was like, "Look at this mug, cool." And I brought it in to Annie. I was like, "Check it out. I'm gonna take this mug." I put the mug in my bag, and I stole it. I went home. We were coming back.
I forgot you actually took it. I thought you hid it.
Oh, dude, no.
Yeah, I took it.
I stole it.
Oh my God. Okay, keep going.
He tipped himself. You're being paid minimum wage to cut paper. He stole. He's in his very early 20s. And I will say, we immediately were like, what are you doing? We're not,
Right.
It wasn't like we were like, yeah, we're the kind of people that steal
Do you
things.
think to some degree you thought it was a trophy that a champion cutter deserved?
It is certainly.
Seth, I was cutting hella fast that day.
Gotcha.
He's like, normally I don't steal, but I did cut well.
I just want to, again, reiterate that Jorma did not usually steal things, and me and Andy never did.
Great.
Correct.
And we did not think this was ethically.
This gets worse, though. This
I
gets
know, but we did not think this was like morally or ethically correct, and we were saying so.
And I hope listeners know, and I've always said this, you three are some of the most ethically sound people I know. So this is very out of fashion.
This is out of character.
For
I don't
what?
know.
Out of character.
I don't know. I want to push back on that. Like, Keeve, do you remember when we
I
broke into
think
Berkeley
stop
High?
saying we, Yorm. I would stop saying we.
Yeah, that's probably a good call.
Yeah,
yeah, but let's not talk about that either.
Okay.
But I wasn't. This was like the medieval times drunk Yorm stealing the photo, but he was sober.
Oh, yeah, this is the second time we've talked about Yorm stealing, so maybe Yorm does steal, Akiva.
Yes, he's got a little bit of a pranky, evil little streak, a little gremlin
Here's
streak.
the thing. If it's funny enough, yeah.
So again, let's get to the funny enough. 'Cause-
Okay, so I steal the mug. It's the next day. We go back because we're going there multiple days. And then as I'm going through the halls, going back to the champion cutter room, I hear in the break room the little voice who I recognize very well as our boss, mentor, just being like, hey, has anyone seen my mug? Hey, my mug's missing. Has anyone seen my mug? And I was just like, I ran into Andy's, like, just full of giggles into the room of the champion cutter room. And I was like, Andy, it was her mug. I took her mug. She's missing her mug and she's freaking out about it. And he was like, you're a bad person. I remember he turned to me like, you're a really awful person. You should get back. And I was like, no fucking way, dude. I love that mug. I'm keeping that mug.
Oh my God.
And I kept it.
Andy, do you feel, is this kind of a Frisbee thing, though, where you can relate? Because you also have a similar blind spot of being a really good person.
Me into this.
And then all of a sudden,
Keeve,
I have
thank
no
you.
connection
It's
to this
exactly the same. It's
sociopath's
exactly the same.
fucking crazy decision to steal a mug and then get off on
this is
it.
coming out of your mouth that you just said that you'd be happy when a dog that has brought the Meyers family so much joy for a decade passes away. You're gonna
It's not the same
dance on the
thing.
grave.
I think it's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing. Here's why it's not the same thing. Because Seth is a cocky piece of shit.
Okay.
This
this
woman
woman was
was trying
nice.
to be nice to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
Yeah.
frankly,
I have
so
it
is
coming.
Alexi.
I
So
have-
the two of them together are a couple of smug fuckers.
Yeah.
They shove their little rat on your lap, and you clearly have to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, well, guess what? Trauma. From now on, you live in my trauma too. Whereas this nice lady was just trying to cheer us on. We were fucking losers. You heard Seth.
I gotta disagree.
By the way,
I gotta
classic high horse Seth calling us losers. This is exactly why I have to rip on Frisbee, because his fault. And then
Here's the reason it's the same.
I don't think 24-year-olds that have to take temp jobs are losers, by the way.
Nor do I. That's why Seth is such a piece of shit and Frisbee's a rat. I mean, it all makes sense. I don't understand why I even have to defend this. It's so fucking clear. The lines are crystal clearly connected.
But we were 20. I think we were actually 22.
You're a beautiful mind. You're a beautiful mind, Keeve.
We were 22, maybe. You're much older and should know better. Go ahead.
Okay, the reason it's the same. The reason it's exactly the same is because
Just finish your
because
story.
I started calling her mugless to her face. So when she came in, like, as she would say, like, oh, like, we're gonna, I was like, oh, what was that, mugless? And she would be like, but I would slip it in really fast, and I just started calling her mugless to her
So
face.
no, but Andy was never an audience. Andy never enjoyed it. So you're just doing this for you. The comedy was for you. Only.
Well, he knew it was driving him
I was
crazy.
doing it for
Right.
Andy's benefit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was doing it in front of Andy.
It was part of you getting off on it was me being like, why are you doing this?
Yes, it became a show for someone disliking it. The same way if nobody was bothered by the Frisbee talk, it would have died out a long time ago.
Exactly. Thank you, Keeve.
Firm disagree.
Exactly.
Firm disagree. That's embedded in my DNA.
So anyway, then I wrote the sketch, which is basically Will Ferrell doing basically beat for beat. I can't remember is it Abby Elliott? Abby Elliott plays Mugless.
Abby Elliott.
Abby Elliott is the nice lady.
And
Yeah.
can I just get out in front of it and let you know, it played for the SNL audience pretty much the same way it played for me in real life.
Yeah, they were not.
Like, why would you do this? She's nice. Why are you torturing her?
And it's also like a really, people love Will Ferrell.
Yep.
And he's playing just a bad guy.
He's playing me.
Nobody's that psyched about watching him be a bad guy.
We should have asked Ferrell for a voice note.
Oh my God.
Maybe next episode.
Yeah. I don't know if he'll remember it, but can we watch it? Do we have it?
I think he'll remember it. I do have it.
Well, and then, okay, so to complete the cycle, though, here. So Seth, very sweetly, because I loved this, obviously, because it was just a piece of my heart, and so when it didn't air, it was at the end of the season, Seth, you gave me the card that was on the board of Mugless.
I did,
and
yeah.
He framed it and gave it to me as a gift. And then another great gift that he did was that just recently, maybe a year ago, I received in the mail a fucking mug that Seth stole from me like 10 years previous.
No, that's not true. You left your fucking mug at my house.
Yeah?
I didn't steal
Okay,
it.
that was my fault. In my mind, you stole it.
The mugless guy literally begged me to take his mug, which I did. I kept it for 10 years, and I would send you a picture once a year of me drinking out of your mug. And that's just karma, buddy. That's just karma.
Oh, I wish you had stolen it.
But then I finally did mail it back to you.
I wish you had stolen it.
You did.
I know.
You did it. That was a really nice mug.
I passively stole it.
So I got my
I
just
passively
desserts.
stole it.
Yeah.
Yorm, do you have the mug from Mugless? Not the sketch, the real one. Did it come from LA to New York?
Well, I did recreate the mug. I had them create the exact same mug for the sketch.
So you threw it away at some point. You gave it away to Goodwill? The
Yeah, I
one you
just
stole
didn't
from this poor
fucking care
lady?
about it, Keeve.
Smashed it.
God damn.
I'm very excited we're going to watch. I mean, by the way, a couple things. Mugless does not play. There are still like 4 really funny parts in it. Farrell's great. Andy is basically playing himself now, I realize, in the sketch.
I realized it more. I rewatched it before this, but I'm now like, oh, right. I was playing it the way I actually played it IRL.
All right, here we go.
What a treat.
Yeah.
Most sketches aren't ripped from real life this much.
Hey, Peter. Oh, hey, Dean. What's going down? What are you
already
doing
good.
back here?
Check it
He has
out.
red hair.
It's a great
Kathy
wig.
lost her mug.
Ooh, jump right
She's
into
really
it.
freaking out.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, totally.
Wait, isn't that Kathy's mug that you're holding?
Oh, is it? I hadn't noticed.
Jump
Oh my
right
God,
in.
here she comes.
Hey guys, have either of you seen my mug? I put it in the cupboard yesterday and now it's gone.
Oh no, Kathy, you lost your favorite mug?
Yeah, I can't find it anywhere.
Oh, that's terrible. Isn't that terrible, Peter?
Yeah.
Kathy lost her favorite mug.
Yeah, that's really lame, Kathy. I'm sorry about that.
Hey, did you check in the
Just making
dishwasher?
Bobby
Maybe it's
complicit.
in there.
Oh yeah, thanks, Dean.
You bet.
One guy loved it.
That was hilarious. What a waste of space, huh?
Jesus, Dean. Cool out, man.
Whatever, Peter.
Wig and Andy enter.
Oh, hey. Erica, Barry, come over here.
What's going on?
Check it out. Kathy lost her favorite mug again. What a loser, right?
You're holding her mug.
Yeah, it's a prank, Barry. It's funny.
I don't know, Dean. She seems really upset.
Oh, grow up, Erica. It's a joke. Uh-oh, here she comes. Don't blow it.
Oh yeah, it's not in the dishwasher either.
Oh, no. That's like your favorite mug, too, right?
Yeah, my mom gave it to me.
Oh, that's terrible.
I know, for my birthday.
Yeah, sure.
Have you guys seen my mug?
He's playing Yorm.
Nope, nobody's seen it. Hey, why don't you check over the fridge? Sometimes Maria puts the cups up there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, go search around up there.
Okay, thanks, Dean.
Oh my God. I wish everyone could see how hard Yorm's laughing right now.
It's so great.
And like it
got tears.
just happened. He's so happy.
Oh my God, what a piece of human crap.
You're such a jerk, Dean.
You're such a jerk, Dean. Grow up, Barry. Hey, check it out. Mugless is scratching her butt.
Pause real quick.
We're halfway through.
So Will says, look, she's scratching her butt. It cuts to her. She's definitely not scratching her butt.
Not even close.
Also, there's a very funny move of him telling everybody else to grow up. I mean, not funny in that the audience is enjoying it.
No, they're not. They're
But
not.
it's a nice piece of writing.
Thanks.
This is a character study. It's very nice.
Yeah.
There's shades of surf meeting in this also.
Oh,
Their
yeah.
shades.
Yeah.
Also, it's a great wig. It is a great wig. Again, Ferrell had a perfect head for wigs, but, fantastic.
Yes, it doesn't look impossible. It looks real, yet it's just turning him into a different person.
Yeah.
I think when you're complimenting the wig, though, you're definitely, there's something wrong with the sketch.
Hey, check it out. Mugless is scratching her butt.
Definitely not.
No, she's looking for her stolen mug.
Well, she was scratching her butt. You just missed it.
I can't watch this.
Good, then don't. What's her problem?
The audience does not enjoy this.
That's my mug.
Damn it, you blew it.
Dean, did you take my mug?
So what if I did, Mugless? You can't do anything about it.
Yes, I can. You're fired.
What? You can't fire me.
Dean, I'm your boss.
Which was the reality of the situation.
It's true. Okay, look. We had a lot of fun today.
No, we haven't.
You're right, we didn't. We never have fun here. Because you guys are all big, fat-faced idiots. And if it wasn't for me, this place would be lame. Me, Dean.
Just leave, Dean. You're done, man.
Ow! I think I have appendicitis.
Yeah, Dean, you don't have appendicitis. You always say that, and you never do.
This time it's for real. It's a different kind of pain. Ow! Can I have your mug?
No.
Then no one can have it. Oh, damn it.
Tries to break it, and it does not.
What is this made of? Is there rebar in this? Oh, seriously, feel my thigh. Oh, no, why? Seriously, it feels weird and hard.
Okay, give me the mug and get out, Dean.
Fine. Here's your mug, okay? Here's your mug, right here.
Holding it out a window.
Stay back. I will do it. I will drop this mug. So back off, Barry.
Across the room.
Get out of the window.
I am perfectly safe here. Your mug, on the other hand, is... Oh!
He fell out the window, but the mug didn't.
Well, he died, so that's the moral.
He died. A crazy, crazy good fall by Will. Will had to hold a mug out a window, and then he had to fall out the window and somehow get the mug back into the breaker.
Oh, that was better than I thought it was.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. I did have the protagonist of the sketch die. So in a way, I do have a moral compass,
For sure. Oh, for sure.
For sure, Yorm.
Thanks.
For sure.
If that was a pre-tape, that had a lot of I think you should leave hallmarks.
Yeah.
Pre-dating, I think you should leave.
Yes.
A protagonist who's a bad person, who is wrong, and then has a series of excuses when his first main excuse doesn't work. Starts going to being sick, starts going to that he's being attacked.
I have appendicitis. Yeah.
Feel my thigh.
And then it's like, Barry, back off! And you're across the room.
Yeah.
The only move it didn't do is get sanctimonious, but
Yeah. Or the
doing
cry.
a speech of like, to cry or to be like,
Yeah.
is this really where we're at? People can't have fun anymore. But he does, he tries to turn it on everybody else, saying it's the office's fault.
Right.
Ironically, Yorm wearing an I think you should leave t-shirt right now.
Oh,
There you go.
Look at that. So I guess I'm a fan.
So you're Biff and you traveled to the future and stole their ideas?
Yeah.
Nicely done, buddy. Because that's how little Yorm knows about sports. He could not bring any sports facts back in time with him.
Future Yorm is like, take this sports almanac. And he's like, come on, man, you're bothering me.
Nobody's going to care about that. But I just watched I Think You Should Leave, and it ties into a piece of my personal bio.
No, obviously we all find that sketch very funny.
It's really good.
Oh, man.
I mean, it shouldn't have aired. Really good. And yeah.
There were also some blocking issues and overlappy stuff that threw off the rhythm early on, I will say, but I don't think that was the difference.
Abby was very good.
Abby was very good.
And because she never really she just seemed sad without being, dramatic about it.
That's how it was in real life, too. I mean, she wasn't that dramatic about it.
Well, except for that woman never knew that you took it.
Well, until now. Maybe she's out there.
You like Amelied her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, hit us in the titties, especially if you're her.
Probably because we had that poster.
Probably.
Maybe she was the one putting the posters up in our office as her slow revenge.
God damn. That'd be crazy because this was in L.A., so.
Right.
Yep, she came to New York.
I mean, Amelie would have,
Spent the rest of her days.
Put a train spotting.
Amelie famously loved to travel.
Or maybe she just sent the gnome to do it. Maybe the gnome did it because the gnome travels a lot in that movie.
Haven't seen Amelie since the first time. How many times do you, be honest, how many times do you think you've seen Amelie?
2.
Yeah.
Wow, I've only seen it once.
I remember stuff I watch.
Yeah.
You remember facts about the world.
I love Amelie. I loved it when I saw it, and I wonder if it would hold up.
Yeah, I don't know.
My kids were asking to see it, and I couldn't remember if it would be appropriate.
I bet it
or
is.
give them nightmares.
Whimsy.
Isn't there some sex stuff, though? French, they always got to be sexing. Frogs, tell them, Yorm.
Probably without condoms, too.
I feel like I have a memory of her, like, being sexed, but, like, she's just like...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Being sexed.
Right. Being sexed. Well, that's how I say it. When it's whimsical, I say being sexed.
You remember the part in the movie where that French guy's pushing the lady?
I think in French it's lebe.
Oh, got it.
Here's the thing.
Would you guys mind terribly if we end this?
Well, yeah, here's the thing. But we're gonna end
the whole podcast.
Yeah, we end this whole.
Yorm
podcast.
is color correcting his movie, so we got to go. But here's the thing. I would like to make space to talk about the rest of this episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll just do that next time out. It's a really special one. It ends the season.
You know, Keeve had to go last time. Yorm, you can just go and we'll just recap that ep.
Yeah, I can bounce.
Yeah.
Yeah, just sing him to Seth's corner and then leave.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, great. Seth's Corner, this is the part of the show that actually made it on the show. Hey, take it away, Seth.
All right, preemptive love you, Yorm.
Love you, Yorm.
Love you, Yorm. See ya.
Love you. Bye, guys.
Support comes from Wonderful Pistachios. Wonderful Pistachios is the don't hold back snack. They're healthy and they're tasty, so you can snack without holding back. Wonderful Pistachios is the craveable snack that tastes too good to be good for you. Irresistible flavors, honey roasted, jalapeno lime, chili roasted. Bring the heat, the sweet, or the kick to keep you coming back for more. With 6 grams of protein per serving and 0 grams of regret, Wonderful Pistachios are one of the highest protein snack nuts. If you don't believe me, ask a Keeve. You didn't send anything in? Great. No shells, no limits. Don't hold back on flavors or convenience. I'll tell you what I like. It's just eating a ton of pistachios, and I'll tell you what I don't like when I forget to hide the shells, and then my wife comes home and says, "Did you eat all of the wonderful pistachios?" And I say, "No, I didn't." And then she'll say, "Well, where are all these shells from?" And I'll say, "Your guess is as good as mine." Visit wonderfulpistachios.com to learn more. This podcast is sponsored by Smalls. Guys, I don't have a cat. I've got a dog that, to quote Andy Samberg, looks like a rat. Actually, I think his real words were rat carcass.
That's correct.
So here's the thing, though. If you have a cat, what you want to use is Smalls cat food. Protein-packed recipes made with preservative-free ingredients you find in your fridge. And it's delivered right to your door. That's why Cats.com, which, by the way, of any of the cat websites is the best one. Cats.com named Smalls their best overall cat food. To get 60% off your first order plus free shipping, head to smalls.com/island for a limited time. Only, guys, it's funny, I know. You know, here I am, a person promoting a cat food when I don't even have a cat, but a lot of people in my life have cats, and they are raving about the cat food from Smalls.
Name them, Seth.
Bays. Alex
Yes.
Bays.
Classic cat guy.
Shocking that Bays is a cat guy, but he's a cat guy.
Does he call himself a cat dad?
He's a cat dad. Classic cat dad.
Okay, good.
And now you can add other cat favorites like amazing treats and snacks to your Smalls order. After switching to Smalls, 88% of cat owners reported overall health improvements. And the other 12%, well, they need to get their eyes checked. What are you waiting for? Give your cat the food they deserve for a limited time only. Because you're a Lonely Island and Seth Meyers podcast listener, you get 60% off your first Smalls order plus free shipping when you head to smalls.com/island. That's 60% off when you head to smalls.com/island plus free shipping. Again, that's smalls.com/island.
This was a good show. I remember this show. We had Green Day.
I was looking at the rundown and I couldn't really remember any of it, so I'm excited for you to remind me what things were.
All right, well, we'll start over in Seth's Corner. Cold open, which was not the cold open address. It's Dick Cheney getting makeup on. There's a very sweet thing that happens in this Will Ferrell returning to SNL sketch, which is it's a big Daryl Hammond show. And that made me really happy because Daryl did a lot of political stuff, but of course he had been a part of Will's cast and they had stuff they did together. And so it was nice that Daryl had a big show. And the first sketch is Dick Cheney getting in makeup. He's about to do Meet the Press. And then Will comes in as Bush. And it's a really nice Bush and Dick Cheney scene.
Yes.
And there's some really funny stuff. It's mostly W telling him, stop doing so much press.
I have been making some television appearances.
Some? You're on TV more than that ShamWow guy.
Well, I understand this visibility is a bit of a change for me.
Yeah, no duh to the max, Dick. I mean, I spent 8 years with my face out there saying things I barely understood. while you are nowhere to be found.
And he also at one point says, like, I wish I could have had a vice president like Joe Biden who is doing dumb stuff to make the president look smarter.
Oh, boy.
Then a wonderful monologue. I believe this was after he had done his George Bush one-man show.
Oh, right.
And so had been nominated for a Tony, and that might have been the inspiration for Paula's monologue, which is he comes out very much dressed theatrically, like, black clothes, scarf. And he does a scene from a play he wrote. And it's a really like bad one-man show type play. Mm-hmm. And people have Irish accents. But then like 3 different times he has to ask for the line.
Knock, knock. Who's there? It's your son. It's your son who? It's your son who... And I'm sorry, line?
It's your son who loves you.
It's your son who loves you. It's your son who loves you.
People keep laughing because, of course, it's Will Ferrell, and he keeps saying, please don't laugh, which is a very funny move.
A tough move to pull off. You got to be Will Ferrell, basically, to do that and not have it backfire.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, that's impossible move for anybody else.
Yes.
I feel like him and Zach Galifianakis are the only 2 people I've ever seen do that successfully.
You're right, where people know they're supposed to keep laughing.
Yes.
Then a throwback, which rarely happened, and I wonder how it came about, but the commercial parody was the sketch where he's a attorney who sues dogs.
Oh.
Wade Blasingame.
Blasingame.
Yeah. Wade Blasingame, which is also the name of an old baseball player, and he literally off the top has to say, not that ball player.
Oh, got it.
He's a lawyer, and it starts with him saying, would you let a person do this? And it's people getting out of a car with groceries, and Parnell runs over wearing a blue Speedo and just starts humping everybody.
Yeah, I remember this.
And then it's a bunch of other things where it's, again, Parnell's just a dude in a blue Speedo who's doing things dogs do, like humping legs or digging a hole in the backyard. And the point of the lawyer is, you wouldn't let a person do this. Why would you let a dog? And he sues dogs.
Yes.
And the goal is, obviously, since you can't get money from dogs, is just to have the dogs put down. And there's also a really nice detail where he has a very clearly a dog scratch scar across his face.
Yeah, there's a backstory.
You can tell this is why he hates dogs.
Wait, Parnell is in it?
Well, it's old school. It's like a commercial parody from like 10 years ago.
Oh, and it aired on this show?
Yeah. It must have just been like, oh, Will's back. I love that. Let's put that in.
Crazy.
Yeah. It was very fun to see it again.
Yeah.
Is it right for someone to do this to you? No! Then why is it okay if a dog does it? It's not. Sue them. I fight for your rights as a human being. I've sued over 2,000 canines, and I'm willing to do it for you.
There's the Lawrence Welk.
Oh, yeah. Always great.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Always great.
There's no am.
We can ride by.
A bicycle built for 2?
I put worms in my bed and slept in my bed and put a squirrel in my bed and mustard in my bed and then I ate them all. Is that bad?
Yes, that is bad.
There is then a sketch that Klein and Solomon wrote called Mark. Do you remember Mark?
Oh, my God. Mark. I quote Mark all the time.
I quote Mark all the time, too.
You gotta laugh.
What's the sketch called?
It's TNT. Mark is TNT.
Yeah, it's a Solomon Klein.
Yeah, it's Solomon Klein.
And you and Sublet.
Yeah, I feel like I barely had anything to do with it. Basically, the idea is it's Bill Hader is Ernie Johnson, Keenan is Barkley, and while they're doing the halftime show, they do that thing they used to do in TNT where like the lower third, there would come out a promo for a new show. And they started doing a thing where it wasn't just a photo; it was sort of not live action, but it was like it was actual footage of somebody moving around and pointing a camera. And his name was Mark, and he was a single dad with 3 kids. And the fun part was that Charles Barkley was very taken with Mark.
I like Mark.
There's a lot of that.
Oh, Mark's back, and he's got a baby in a dustbuster. Hey, Mark, you can't dustbust a baby.
Mark, what do you call a single dad with 3 kids and no clue? Mark, from the creators of Jeff.
Mark is an instant classic.
It was so fun. And the way they wrote it was just like, at this moment in time, those invasive ads for sitcoms over something else you were watching was so aggressive. It was like the network's new move to try this. And I remember I feel like it really was Solomon and Klein were like, we hate this and let's do one with Will.
Yeah.
Mark's rules for life is the one I always remember.
Don't get married, find a babysitter. And rule number 3, Andy?
You gotta laugh.
Wow.
Also, Keenan starts trying to talk to Mark.
Oh, see? Hey, Mark, your casserole's on fire.
He can't hear you.
I know. It's just playfulness. Hey, Mark, where's your oven mitts?
I skipped over, again, Jeopardy. Jeopardy amazing.
Which one was it?
It's probably the last time he did it as Trebek before the 40th.
Yeah.
But you got Kristen Wiig as Kathy Lee Gifford.
Mm-hmm.
Just an exceptional observation on Kathy Lee Gifford. Wiig did. It was so fun to watch. Tom Hanks as Tom Hanks in the middle. So that's your first killer cameo.
Yeah.
Is that Tom Hanks is there. And then Sean Connery, who just fantastic. Old school, immediately so filthy.
Yeah. One of the best ones ever.
What's some of the choice nugs in that one? Yeah.
It always came back and it's like, let's check in on the scores.
Yeah.
And Sean Connery was negative 69. And Trebek says 69 wasn't your score. And he says, well, that's how I scored with your mother last night.
Good.
Is there a good therapist?
And then, there is. Well, first also, Trebek says, my mother is infirm. She uses a walker. And Connery says, she is a walker, a street walker. It was Catch These Men was the category.
Mm-hmm.
Catch the Semen.
Catch the Semen.
Yeah.
Which is good, but
It's okay.
It's not great.
Catch These Men.
Mm-hmm.
Catch These Men, because even when he says catch these men, he says that is people on the FBI's most wanted list. So it needs to do a little bit of work.
Oh, I see.
I think it stayed in because it provided Sean Connery the chance after Catch the Semen to say, is that what the mustache is for, Trebek?
That is worth it.
Damn it.
Then it cuts and Norm Macdonald's there as Burt Reynolds.
Yes.
Second killer cameo of the night.
Oh, man, that's so fun. Goddamn. Stacked.
It's stacked. It's also a real reminder, not that anybody needs to be reminded by how fucking funny Norm Macdonald is, but he does not overstay his welcome. He comes out of the end, Norm comes out of the end in Hulk hands and just sort of chases Trebek around. Oh, the killer, though, is the final Jeopardy is just write a nonsense word.
Mm-hmm.
Write any word that's not a word that exists in the universe and you win.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Kathy Lee writes Hodakotbi, so of course she doesn't get it. Hanks has a great pratfall where he falls down while he's trying to answer and bumps his head and breaks his own screen so we don't see his final answer. And then Connery writes what looks to be a nonsense word, and they have a sweet moment where Alex is like, I can't believe it, you won. And he's like, yeah, I thought you needed it. And he's like, thank you, friend. Let's see what you wagered. And then when they reveal the wager, you see that the nonsense words at the top were just the top of a drawing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Connery taking a shit on Trebek's grave. Right. Update. Polar's back for update. Another cameo.
Oh.
Just for shits and gigs.
Just for shits and gigs, season finale, Polar back for update.
Wait, was this a season where she left midway, or am I a season off
At this point, I can't remember how long she's been gone.
for baby stuff?
Is this when you guys do a really?
We do a really.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about this update, though, other than her being back, I stole a previous era's writing and wrote Will as Harry Carey from Heaven.
Oh, I remember that happening and being like, I can't believe I get to go out on the floor and watch him do one live.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, that is one of the all-time things.
It was really delightful.
Yeah.
We watched him as Harry Carey on VHS tape that we had recorded like 25 times, 40 times. Like we would just rewatch that episode, those old episodes.
Getting, like, drinking and doing him as Harry Carey was common. The mood was made of cheese. Would you eat it? Yeah, I would.
He asked me if I think Manny Ramirez looks like the Predator monster, because at the time Manny Ramirez had long dreadlocks.
That's right.
And then there's a lot of talk about, would you play the Predator on a baseball team, or would you be too worried he'd eat all the other players?
You think you can trust him, Seth? What? Hey, don't jerk me around, Seth. It's a simple yes or no question. If the Predator monster promised he wouldn't kill the other players, would you put him in the game?
No.
Good call, Seth. I mean, I think eventually his hunter instincts would be too hard to resist.
And then I ask him about steroids, and he says, I was recently talking to my roommate in heaven, Pete Rose, and I have to tell him that Pete Rose isn't dead. And he does admit that there were some red flags that it wasn't Pete Rose, like the fact that he didn't know much about baseball and was Asian and never said his name was Pete Rose. Just a wonderful time. Then there's a Hamilton.
Oh, is there?
There's
Will?
a fantastic, yes, it's a
with
funeral.
Will and Will.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Funeral sketch. Absolute murderer's row. Starts with Bill as the first person. Again, Sudeikis doing an incredible job as the point guard of this sketch. He is a priest who is ending a funeral service, and before he can finish, first Bill comes up to interrupt and say one last remembrance, but it's basically that my uncle promised me his watch, and the watch is missing. And so I'm going to leave an Ugg boot on the coffin, and whoever stole the watch can just put it here. Then Will comes out and introduces himself as Graham Yost. And he says, no blood relation to the screenwriter of Speed, who is also named Graham Yost.
This is Will Ferrell or Forte?
Will Ferrell.
Ferrell.
He said, no blood relation to the screenwriter of Speed, but I am currently on it. He is a stand-up who has flyers for his upcoming dates, and they're like really spread out.
I have never met a lot of you, but I just want to say that I will really miss Joseph, and I also will be performing at the Comedy Shop on May 29th, 30th, June 1st, 2nd, 5th, 7th, and 25th. If you'd like a flyer, I'll just leave a stack on the casket. I know that Joseph would have wanted you all to be there every night.
Okay, great. Then Wig comes up as her character who rolls an oxygen tank.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Just to say that there's a rodent. There's a rodent trapped in my floorboard, scuttling about. Anyone here who can kill it will be treated to the rewards of the flesh.
Well, that's worded a lot like Hamilton, but we're okay.
Yeah. Fred comes out in his sort of AC/DC look, like black shorts, jacket, tie, long hair. And he basically says to all his cousins, none of you said I could ever get a blonde. We'll turn around.
Oh, my God.
And then Michaela's in the back as like a blonde. And he just is a real, like, there she is. That's mine. I got a blonde. And then he says, check us out later. We'll be kissing. You know what that sounds like. And then he goes, it sounds like this. And then he makes the noises of people making out.
It's crazy that the musical Hamilton was more popular than this Hamilton.
Yeah, there was a moment where it was touch and go. Who was going to come out front?
It was a real 30 Rock Studio 60 sitch.
Yeah.
Yes. Then the less popular of the Hamiltons comes out.
This year, I have seen so much death. My cousin Earl died in my arms after a horrible run-in with the water taxi. Mother died 2 weeks later in an accident for which I am currently being framed. But perhaps the most tragic death is the death of the American dream. Because of the failed economic policies of Barack Hussein Obama. I say his middle name because it matters.
Again, a lot funnier in the salad days.
Oh, in the salad days.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it's a shame. Like, this guy is currently like Secretary of Transportation.
Exactly.
I really, when they did this, I would always be like, where is this coming from? I was so oblivious. Like, where are they getting any of this? And now you're like, oh my God, there's an army of these people.
Hamilton was ahead of the curve in the worst possible way.
Yeah.
He does have one of my favorite last lines Hamilton ever has. As he walks out, he goes, I took the watch.
He doesn't put it in the Ugg boot, though.
And then Maya Rudolph. It's now officially a reunion of Ann Golden Era. The only two Ann Golden Era members who have departed are back on the show. Maya, back as a cameo, comes out as Glenda Goodwin. Definitely a case where she was probably at the show and last minute they slapped Glenda Goodwin. Glenda Goodwin, a very popular in-house, less memorable to the audience at large. She sings Amazing Grace about a Sasquatch. And I just feel like we should just probably play that now.
Yes.
That sounds right.
Amazing Sasquatch, your powers are many. You walk through the woods and get photographed. You don't need a coat, but you do need a comb because your body is basically a beard.
Very good. Very good.
Verse 2. Way here. Are the nachos? Thank you so much, young lady.
And then it closes with Will Ferrell to say that one of his show dates has been canceled, and he starts crossing them out on each and every one of the flyers. And then a closer to remember, Summer Plans, which is the most Jost sketch, and he did sketches like this before. Do you remember Summer Plans, Sandberg?
I don't.
It takes place in the Oyster Bar at Grand Central, which is how that's what the musical set looked like in that era. It was built to look like Grand Central.
So it could just take place kind of undressed.
It just took place there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's basically Bill and Keenan and Daryl and Will, and they're talking about their summer plans, and they sort of work around the table. And Daryl says that he and his wife are going to go to Southeast Asia, Laos, Thailand, and maybe Vietnam. And then says to Will, you went to Vietnam once, right? And Will nods, but like really kind of staring off into the distance. And he says, what are your memories of it? And then Will stands up and starts singing Goodnight Saigon.
Oh, my God.
By Billy Joel. And he walks over, and the sort of bar band is you on the piano and Jason and Bill. And he sings the whole first verse of Goodnight Saigon. And then it cuts to the other three guys. And Keenan goes, wait, when did he go to Vietnam? And Bill says, like 4 years ago on a vacation. And there's no joke other than Will heartfeltly singing Goodnight Saigon. But every time it cuts back to him, more people have joined the band. So the entire cast is behind him the next time we come back. And then the next time we come back, it is also Green Day is there, and Tom Hanks, and Amy and Maya, and Norm Macdonald, and then Rudd and Anne Hathaway, who must have just been there.
Yeah.
And then Artie Lang, who must have just been there with Norm.
Had to.
But I will say, I remember it the night of. It was, I mean, it goes back to what you're saying, Keeve, about like the end of a fun year. Like it was so funny to just all be singing that, like sort of, you know, that chorus.
Yeah, it feels like the end of a season.
Mm-hmm.
End of a season.
The only thing that would have made it better is if the woman that Yorm stole her mug from was also there.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would have been so nice. And she'd been like, from dress rehearsal.
Yeah, that was a fair hit. Thank you.
That would have been great if Yorm had her come out and he's like, and then at the end of the show, you'll be in Goodnight Saigon. And then he had to go up to her and be like, hey, it got cut. Yeah, Lauren's not going to let you be in Goodnight Saigon because it got cut.
Oh, my God.
But very cool way to end a show, end a season.
So this was what year? We're wrapping up a season then.
Yeah, we are.
2009. So we've done 3 seasons, correct? Yeah.
Yeah. Is that it?
That's it.
Well, no, because there was the short season.
Well, but I mean, we got there in 2005, so that season ended 2006, and this is the end of the season in 2009.
So this is the end of your fourth. One ended 6, one ended 7, one ended 8, one ended 9.
Oh, your math is better. I was, yeah.
Well, it's tough. I mean, that's advanced, pretty advanced stuff that we just did.
I went 6 to 9. There's a 3, that's 3 different, but you're not wrong. That's not how years work.
I mean, I'm going to just be upfront. I tailed off pretty hard here. I got a little zonked.
You got a little zonked. And by the way, you were offered an out by Yorm, and you're like, no, Yorm, you leave. And then...
Well, I knew you were excited to talk about this episode. Rehashing it, like, it's hard for me to care about it very much because I wasn't in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's how you felt.
Yeah.
I think you'll feel differently. I think, you know what I think will happen?
Yeah.
Is we'll play a lot of clips from the sketches I talked about, and people will like it.
I agree.
Oh, they're going to like it. It just, like, you know.
You were zonked.
It zonked me out.
Yeah. Well, this was a tough episode for you because, like, it was... I feel like you did a great job considering how much of a Yorma episode it was.
I think you were happy at the time to get the week off.
I was.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, pod-wise, I'm just like, Seth loved this episode. I'm going to let this guy cook.
Yeah. Thanks, bud.
Yeah.
But what are we going off to do this summer?
I think maybe album 2 is what Yorm was guessing, but that might not be right. Was this our one real summer that we just relaxed and like went to Europe and stuff?
Did we have a summer that we relaxed?
Yeah, we had one.
Then it's got to be this. Wait, Andy, you hosted the movie awards in May of this year, but that's when we're at SNL. How did we possibly do both?
I mean...
Usually, I probably went straight into it. You guys probably had like 2 weeks.
I don't remember. We'd have to really re-examine the timeline.
But I think we could do a fair amount of talking about the movie awards because we made a bunch of fun shorts and people like...
Agreed.
The Cool Guys Don't Look at Explosions always comes up still from people.
I consider it kind of a digital short, just not an SNL one.
Yeah.
You know what? We should talk about it when we come back, the next episode.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I love you guys.
Love you.
Love you, buddy. Talk soon. Later, Arnold.
Later, Quades.